name is Andrew, product specialist here at Wilkins Automotive. Today we'll be taking a look at the all-new 2017 GMC Acadia Denali. So, let's take a look. The 2017 GMC Acadia is powered by a 3.6-liter V6 engine that produces 316 horsepower and 271 foot-pounds of torque. This is also paired with a 6-speed automatic all-wheel drive transmission that boasts fuel mileage for the Acadia to up to 18 mpg in the city and 25 on the highway. This also features LED taillights, headlights, and also has fog lights on the bumper. The entirety of the back seat can be used as trunk space too. We can fold down these far back seats, and we can even fold down the middle seats as well. As we check out the driver's seat, you'll notice a very practical and spacious design. You have your well-placed mirrors, which are also auto-dimming mirrors. You have your well-lit gauge system, which provides ample visibility during daytime and nighttime driving. Also comes equipped with a vehicle information sensor, which is controlled by these switches right here on the steering wheel. We also have a voice command and hands-free calling button. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, we have our cruise control, forward collision alert settings, and even a heated steering wheel button. This Acadia also features the automatic daytime running headlights. It also has memory seats and memory height for the automatic rear liftgate. This also comes with the newly designed 8-inch GMC IntelliLink touchscreen display, which gives you control over just about anything in the car. Whether it's your radio, your phones paired to the Bluetooth, this also has a projection option for Apple CarPlay or even Android Auto. It's got a built-in navigation system and extra features such as your settings. You can check the weather or even get your text up here read back to you. Underneath the screen we have all of our AC controls. Underneath that you have 2 USB ports. There's an auxiliary port right there and a 12-volt outlet. And you also have heated and cooled seats for both the driver's side and the passenger side. You can also shift the transmission into low drive mode, and basically what that is kind of like a manual mode where you can shift the gears yourself. The vehicle gives you control over all 6 gears as well. This is where you can switch it from 4-wheel drive to maybe a 2-wheel front-wheel drive, or if you want to put it in a sport mode or off-roading mode, or even if you're towing something you can put it into a towing mode. This also has the park assist and the lane keep assist. And up top we have our sunroof with our sunroof controls, lights, and this even has a built-in garage door control. And of course when you buy this vehicle you do get the trial period of OnStar for free. Now the backup camera is also revised too. This has 2 different screens that you can look at. The one on the right is the regular screen that you normally see when you put it in reverse. And the one on the left hand side is a surround view, which gives you a better perspective of what's around your car. As I begin to back up and get closer and closer to the car behind me, you'll begin to hear audible beeps, which is the park assist working for you to let you know when you get closer and closer to something. And as you see on the surround view, the car is beginning to pop up on the bottom side of the screen. And as I'm backing up, you can see on the information cluster too that there's a radar letting me know how close I am to that object. Well, I do hope you enjoyed that walkthrough. Thank you for watching, and thank you again for considering us in your next vehicle purchase. If you want to come in and take a look at the Acadia, you're more than welcome to stop by our showroom. Or you can call us at 410-768-1700. We're open on Mondays through Fridays from 9 to 9 and on Saturdays from 9 to 6. So, once again, thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you soon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mark McNabb, topspeed.com here. In front of me is the 2017 GMC Acadia. This happens to be the Denali trim as well, so it is the top of the line model. This is all new for 17. Completely new chassis and everything. Completely different from the previous Acadia and its siblings, the Traverse and Enclave. So let's take a look at it and see what's new. Well, up front, the new grille and everything is completely redesigned. Looks really smart, and I really like that they incorporated the same cheese grater style Denali grille. Very identifiable. I mean, people that don't even know much about cars, they know what Denali is. They know that it's the high trim level of GMC, and they can point this out. I had people come up to me all week. Hey, how do you like the Denali? They didn't even know it was an Acadia. How do you like the Denali? So it's kind of interesting. Check out those headlights too. Nice and bright during the night. They do have some accents there. See GMC. It's really kind of cool. Front end looks really good. You'll have to pardon the bugs though. That's what you get in Florida in the summer. Some nice big old wheels. Profile of it looks really good as well. I do like the chrome accents on it. Got chrome on top of the roof rack, then of course all the way around the first and second windows, then down there on the lower belt line. Around back, things are still pretty interesting. We've got some nice chrome work there along the tail lights, and then of course down below. Got some nice dual exhausts that are actually dual exhaust. GMC's really good about hiding their trailer hitches nowadays, so you can take this plastic piece off and you'll see a 2-inch receiver hitch and a 7-pin wiring connector. Super easy to get off and super easy to put back on. Makes it super convenient. Some nice LED tail lights back here that look really smart. This is the all-wheel drive model, but you wouldn't really know it from looking at the outside, especially looking at these tires. These are probably some of the most car-like tires I've ever seen on a crossover. They look really good for snow and wet, not so much for anything else, but then again, that's probably what this is meant for more than anything else. So let's take a look at the inside and see what's up. One thing that you kind of have to get used to is the fact that the handle is not up there with the GMC. It's in fact down here. Had to take me a couple times to figure that out, or to remember where it was at. So here you go with the third row seats in place. Simply fold that up for passengers. And you get a little bit of room. Not too much, not too bad though. And you've got a really nice little storage space down in here. Some nice cubby holes and all that sort of stuff. Really great for trailer hitches, tow straps, jumper cables, all that sort of SUV stuff. If you want to put people back here, which of course, or stuff back here, which of course you do, simply pull, that releases the headrest, and then you have to keep this pulled in, and then there they fold. And of course, me doing this on the fly, I of course would have these seats. There we go. Not pulled up as far. Boom. Nice and simple. Now, one thing to note, there's the second row seat in its farthest back position and reclined. So that's as far as it's going to go, and you still have that much leg room, and underneath you do have a pretty good amount of room for your feet to slide up under the chairs too. So that's nice, and of course folding up, super simple operation. Even the third row seats recline too. It's really cool. For folding the second row seats, GMC has also provided these, so you can simply do that. And of course, if that was adjusted correctly, it would just fold flat. So let's go take a look. So the second row seat, and there you can see more legroom for the third row. And you do actually have a USB port back here too. Over there, it's really nice. So you fold that up, and this is the position in its forwardmost slid. So you can see that there's a decent amount of legroom here, and a pretty good amount of legroom back here. It's hard to see, but it's there. So you can see the difference in the amount of slide these second row seats have, and simply pull up on the bar and slide back. So really clever. And then if you grab this right here, you can, or maybe it's this one. Yep, this one down here. You can recline those second row seats pretty good as well. So that's nice. You do have a nice center console, armrest there, and of course AC controls, which are obligatory at this level in the SUV stage. And you do have a nice 110 outlet there as well, and a really large cubby hole. You can put whatever you want to in that. So that's really kind of clever. Like that a lot. So up front, let's go check it out. There she is. New GMC interior. Nice bucket seats with the Denali logo. And you do have air vents in the ceiling and the dual panoramic sunroof. It's kind of nice. Got some nice fake wood trim, but it looks pretty good. Hopping behind the seat here. The Denali trim comes with this TFT display that is controllable by the 5-way keypad here, so you can control different stuff, see all that sort of stuff. Let's see what we're getting as far as mileage. Looks like average fuel economy 18.5, and I have I've not really been babying this, but I haven't really been killing it either, so that's probably a pretty good average. Here is the IntelliLink. It does work really well. I love the fact that it has the camera with the 360 view, and it does have different views, so you can change the front, the rear. There's also a trailer tow option as well, where you can see the center line of the hitch. So that's it's a little stuff like that that I like a lot. And of course, rear climate, you can change climate from up here. That way, if you got small kids or whatever, you're not having to reach back there to change the climate or letting them do it. You can also lock the rear climate controls from up here to where they can't mess with them. So that's it's always handy. And of course, audio and different stuff, phone, projection, Apple CarPlay, and navigation. It's always handy. GM has a pretty good navigation app. It works pretty well. It's not Google Earth or anything, but it's not a bad system at all. Down low, HVAC system doesn't get any easier or more intuitive than that. So you've got dual zone, auto mode. You can sync the two, so you can change. Obviously, it's a dual zone, defrost modes and all that sort of stuff, and a nice big knob for fan control. So the great thing is, you can be driving along. You don't even have to look, and you know where those knobs are at. So that's really clever. Heated and cooled seats on both sides, and a nice big old cubby hole, 12 volt, and a couple of USBs and an aux in port. That's really nice. A couple of nice cup holders. Gear shift with plus and minus here, and the 4-wheel drive switch. So you've got front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, sport mode, kind of like an all-weather mode, and then tow mode. The only negative about this is that, yeah, you can turn it, and it does change, all right, but there's not really a display here in the console. Yeah, it has 4-wheel drive mode or whatever, and you can see it change between 2-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, but it doesn't tell you that you're like now in sport mode or now in all-weather mode. And I wish it kind of showed what each display was down here. Anyway, that's just a little small gripe. Anyway, nice big center armrest bin there, so really kind of cool. Lots of nice stuff. Oh, and the dash, nice soft touch. That's kind of an aluminum feel there, and the wood, not really real wood, but it looks good. Anyway, guys, let's go take this thing for a drive and see what it's like behind the wheel. All right, so here we are behind the wheel of the 2017 Acadia. You know, I gotta say, GM really did a good job of differentiating this from the past generation. Of course, this is all new. I mean, new platform, new everything, updated engine, updated powertrain. So there really is not much of a connection with the past Acadia, and that really is kind of a good thing. I mean, the Acadia was like 10 years old at this point, so I mean, it needed a good refresh, and I think GM really hit the nail on the head with this one. So kind of more about that platform, right? So a lot more high-strength steel, a lot more light weighting was added in. I think 700 pounds was dropped from the previous generation to this one. 700 pounds is a lot. You still have 3 rows of seats. You can still haul 7 people. It still has all that functionality of a good, solid, large-size crossover. However, this is more evenly positioned in between the Yukon and the Equinox, or the Equinox equivalent. So I mean, the terrain. So it's kind of like right in between, a little bit more so than the last one was. The last one was a little bit bigger, a little larger, a little heavier, obviously. So you know, they kind of repositioned it in the marketplace. Now, as far as drivability, You still have the optional 3.6 liter V6, however now it makes 310 horsepower. That's up from the 380 or 280 something it made in the previous generation. So now it has some decent pickup. It's no sports car by any means. It's not going to be the V6 powered Camaro or anything like that, but you know, it's adequate. It really is. 6-speed automatic transmission, shifts very smoothly. The brakes are very linear, the throttle's very linear, so there's no herky-jerky feeling or anything like that. It's nice and smooth when you come to a stop. It's just a nice driving car. Visibility's not bad. The back window back there is a little bit small, but you can still see plenty. Big side mirrors, big side glass, and of course you do have the new 360 camera view system accessible right here on the IntelliLink infotainment system. I like that a lot. Obviously you can't use that when you're driving, but under like 5 miles an hour it works really good for spotting yourself backing into a spot or something like that. So I'm glad it's there. This is the Denali trim, so it does have quite a few optional extras. It does have heated and cooled seats. I do have the nice TFT display here in the infotainment system, or the gauge cluster. That is configurable, but only slightly so. There's only so many things you can kind of do with it. Other than that, I mean, it's just a great mid-range or mid-size crossover, and I think they really did a good job of reevaluating what the size should be. The second row seats work really good too. You can move them fore and aft. You can also, when you're trying to get into the third row, they just kind of tilt and slide forward, making it super easy to get into the third row. With the second row moved most of the way up, with still some good leg room for the second row. Leg room in the third row is not bad. Headroom's not bad. I wouldn't want to spend 8 hours or a full road trip back there, but it's plenty fine for a short trip around town or something like that. It's fine for kids too. The best part is all the seats lay flat, so then you can haul your junk. Speaking of hauling junk, this does have the standard 2-inch receiver hitch with a 7-pin wiring connector. You just simply undo that little the thing that I showed you there, and then boom, there's your receiver hitch. You can tow some trailers. It's always fun. Things I don't like, well, honestly, I don't know. It does have a little bit of road noise on kind of uneven pavement. Other than that, I mean, it really is a smooth, nice, easy driving car. It does have automatic cruise control or adaptive cruise control, so that's nice. It does have lane departure warning. With a button right here, I can turn it on and off very quickly. I don't have to enter menus and stuff like that. So, all told, it's a good, solid, mid to full size crossover entry from GMC, and I'm really curious to see what GM is going to do with its new or with the upcoming Traverse and Enclave from Chevrolet and Buick. It's going to be really interesting to see if they adopt this platform in the coming years. I hope they do, because this is really good. Anyway, guys, check out topspeed.com for all the latest reviews and for more information on this. And as always, happy motoring. Thanks.
Hey, it's Mike with TopDaddies.com, and today I'm in beautiful Whistler, British Columbia. GMC Canada sent me out here for a day of adventure where I had a chance to go on the peak-to-peak gondola, go and check out the GMC pump track, and also climb a mountain on the Via Ferrata tour. It was amazing. I had a lot of fun. But one of the things I was really excited about was being able to check out the all-new 2017 GMC Acadia. I got to drive it from Vancouver to Whistler and back, so really got to have a chance to learn all about the vehicle. Let me tell you a little more about it. Alright, so the GMC Acadia is a great looking car. I really like the exterior design of the vehicle, but what I really like are some of the features on the inside. Let's go to Mark from GMC Canada, who will tell us a little bit more about some of the features. This is Mark from GMC Canada. Thanks for inviting me out here.
You're welcome, Mike. Great to be here.
So you're a dad
I'm
as
a
well?
proud dad, yeah.
And how many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids at home, Mike. Yeah.
And so you must love driving all sorts of GMC cars.
I love driving our family vehicles, and the new 17 Acadia really is built for today's modern Canadian family. This new vehicle, the new 17 Acadia, has been resized, reimagined, and reinvented for the Canadian marketplace. So the vehicle is actually shorter, lighter, and cheaper than the one it replaces.
Now, I noticed that there's still a lot of space inside the vehicle.
There's 39 cubic feet of space for things and people in the vehicle, so whether it's 2 rows or 3 rows, or 5 or 6 or 7 passengers that you need, the Acadia can deliver any combination of 5, 6, 7 passenger seating and 2 or 3 row seating, so lots of room for people and their things. In the rear of the vehicle, you'll see the second row of seats in this vehicle allow you ultimate flexibility and functionality. So I can show you how you can take, with one switch and one lever, the rear seat and fold it flat for convenience for storing objects in the vehicle. And also, with the flip of this top paddle here, tilt this forward and the seat will slide forward and tip even with a child seat in the vehicle. The beauty of this feature is it allows you to slide that seat forward to get in and out of the vehicle very easily, even with a child seat in this seat. So ultimate flexibility, convenience, a great feature that we think Top Daddies will love. Mike, let's talk about some of the great safety features that make this such a great vehicle for Canadian families. First of all, at the front of the vehicle, we have pedestrian detection, automatic braking assist. At the side, we have side blind zone alert, and a unique industry exclusive I want to show you now for Canadian families is in the rear of the vehicle, we have a special feature called rear seat reminder. So as the driver of the vehicle, when you're getting into the vehicle, when you open that rear door, it automatically prompts the vehicle to remind you when you exit the vehicle to check your back seat for rear occupants, because unfortunately every year, children die in vehicles in North America who are left in the back seat in a hot vehicle, and we want to make sure we prevent that from happening.
Now, some other interior features that I like, it has Apple CarPlay, which allows you to connect up your iPhone and use things like your music and your contacts, as well as the GPS function on your phone. And it has USB outlets throughout the car for all your different devices, as well as panoramic roofs. And what I like about the panoramic roof is that it provides a little bit more light for the people in the back seat, as well as a little bit more scenic views, especially when you're traveling on road trips. Now, the vehicle itself is nice and comfortable to drive. I found the cabin to be nice and quiet, especially on the highway driving. All the passenger seating seems to be very comfortable. And of course, one of my favorite features is the ventilated seating in the front. The 2 front seats you can not only heat them during the winter, but you can also ventilate them in the summer. So hot summer days like today, I'm using that ventilated seating all the time. Well, there you go, folks. That is a 2017 GMC Acadia. I really like it for all its family and comfort features. For more information on all the different trims and models that you can get, check out GMC's website. And of course, don't forget to follow Top Daddies on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and subscribe to your YouTube channel. Until next time.
The all-new 2017 GMC Acadia SUV is built on a legacy of premium amenities and precision construction. Step into the 2017 Acadia and experience a refined interior, advanced vehicle technology, versatile seating, and cargo configurations. One of the first things you might notice once inside the all-new Acadia are the premium materials and a highly crafted design. The contrasting stitching and aluminum trim are great examples of this. The GMC Acadia includes a plethora of useful technology. The available surround vision camera gives you a bird's eye view of your vehicle. This helps with parking and avoiding crashes with nearby objects or even children playing in a driveway. This Acadia also comes with Apple CarPlay. Easily sync your cell phone contacts, music, and navigation. This purposeful SUV features ample room for passengers. There's a Smart Slide second row seat for models with a third row seat option. There are also options available for heated rear seats and moonroof. Another handy feature is the programmable power liftgate. It's clear the all-new GMC Acadia SUV is ready for about any lifestyle. If you're shopping for a versatile SUV, the all-new GMC Acadia should be on your list of test drives. Come test drive one today at Tinney Chevrolet Buick GMC and Cadillac in Greenville.
The Acadia has long since been one of my favorite 3-row crossovers, delivering big-time spaciousness, an impeccable ride quality, and handsome styling. Well, the time has finally come for its complete redesign, and this all-new 2017 model is bucking the trend by going smaller.
The last time you saw me in an Acadia was 3 years ago, when the family and I took this Denali on a very long road trip to Florida, where its stellar big crossover attributes shined. I couldn't have been more pleased. Now, almost a decade after the original's introduction, an all-new Acadia is here. It's still V6 powered and capable of seating 7, though not 8, but the wheelbase has been slashed by over a half a foot. It's shorter, narrower, and about 700 pounds lighter. Combine that with an updated 3.6-liter engine making more power, and the Acadia drives with even more zip, feeling downright fast from a standstill and every push of the accelerator thereafter. The increased 310 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque still work through a 6-speed automatic transmission and a new all-wheel drive system with a disconnect mode to save fuel. It's controlled through this new drive mode selector, which can effectively disconnect the rear axle from the drive system when the sailing is smooth. Other modes include 4x4, off-road, and trailer tow, for which this Acadia is now rated at 4,000 pounds max, down from 5,200. The rotary knob can be a bit directionally confusing, and there is no graphical depiction of the changing modes in the driver display. Slotted just below this Denali is the new Acadia All-Terrain, which comes with a more advanced all-wheel drive system for enhanced off-road driving. The optional chassis package is a must-have for those seeking the most optimal suspension tune, allowing the Acadia to traverse any surface with complete composure while also benefiting back-road driving. It's priced at $1,200 and continuously adjusts the shocks and struts for a beautiful balance of ride and handling. With the reduction in vehicle size and the use of active fuel management to minimize the engine's cylinder use from 6 to 4 when conditions allow, the Acadia Denali all-wheel drive picks up 3 MPGs, now rated at 18 city, 25 highway, with its driving range extended to 440 miles. Now, to where a 3-row crossover earns its keep, inside. For the driver, the Denali provides the expected range and then some of active safety features, utilizing all of its technologies to prevent any sort of possible accident. Flashing lights, sonorous alerts, and even a vibrating driver's seat. If danger lurks, the Acadia lets you know. Plus, it can automatically keep you in your lane, display a complete surround view of the vehicle, and even remind you to check the second-row seats before leaving to avoid a child being left behind. Auto high beams, teen driver settings, and the safety of OnStar round out the extensive offerings. I was always very comfortable behind the wheel, including a long road trip, and the cabin is appropriately quiet. The rear seats slide fore and aft, are elevated so you can see above the front seats, and come with climate control and heated outboard positions. There are USB ports and a new storage tray, and legroom is now more generous. Where you get squeezed is in the third row, unless you can convince those in front of you to slide up. Still, it's a usable space with another USB port and can be accessed with one hand. You can also leave a child seat in place when doing so. The dual sunroofs are extra. The tech is excellent. GMC's IntelliLink system is very easy to use and supports the latest smartphone connectivity. The Bose sound system is rich, and having a fast Wi-Fi connection is very cool. Where the Acadia shrinks is in cargo capacity, big time. Space behind the third row is halved, and max cargo room, aided by second-row seats which can be dropped from the back, is down over 35 cubic feet. Due to technical difficulties, the right side doesn't show it here, but the seats do fold flat. There's also a hands-free liftgate, but just like in the Caddy I recently tested, its foot activation is temperamental.
The engine feels stronger than ever, its diminished size affords crisper handling, and the ride quality is even better than before, and that's saying something. Yet I can't help but wonder if GMC will regret going smaller with the Acadia. Plus, for a Denali trim, there are some features which are missing.
Head-up display, power folding mirrors, LED lighting, there are apps and goodies which I expected. Plus, I don't view the styling as an improvement. Its newfound curves erase much of the previous Acadia's big-time presence. This one just seems to blend in now. Priced at $52,185 as tested, the Acadia Denali continues to be a solid, albeit smaller offering that satisfies. Different, but not necessarily always better. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammis.